Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's show with myself and my pups, lovely Danny from Chasing Bones and Specters. Welcome over. Please share out, guys. Let everybody know that we're on. That'd be very much appreciated.
Okay, let me get this over. How's everybody going?
I'm echoing. Just give me 2 minutes, guys. The laptop's running a bit slow. Yes, me and Pups here. We're going to be doing some card readings, guys.
Hey, Steps.
But we're going to let the room fill up a little bit.
Hello, Nigel.
How are you all?
Doing okay, that's good.
Hello, Stephanie, sweetheart. Hello, Evelyn, sister. How are you? Lots of love and light. Just posting out onto Facebook. It's good to see that everybody's doing okay.
Yes.
So in a little while, when we
Hi, Abby.
we get a bit more full up, we will be doing card readings and stuff, guys. Hello, Nigel from Facebook. Welcome. Not
Ah,
if
my
there
eyes are
is
square.
anybody that wonders what like cards readings are and stuff. Obviously, a lot of you already know what it is, but for anyone that doesn't, literally we just shuffle our cards and we get our premonitions from our spirits on the cards to stop on. It is actually them giving you the reading. They're just using us as their see how, I guess, so you can see it. So we give the messages for them, and it's normally like premonitions on your life. So it could be your past, present, future, or if you're showing one card a day, it's like a card of influence and giving you messages and things like that. So it is messages from the above, so the divine, sometimes loved ones, and we just do the readings and we tell you anything that we feel to say that comes from the spirits.
Right.
Hello, Drusis, how are you?
Hey, Drew. Hey, Abby's.
But as I said, most of you will know what card readings are. Hello, Debbie. Debbie and Drew's in pubs.
Hey, Buttons.
Lots of love to you all. So yeah, when we do start, I thought I'd swap the cards around a little bit today. So yeah, we've still got my witch ones, and we're going to do the angel tarots, but it's just like a one card thing. And then I've got the actual messages. Now, these are normally from your loved ones and information and guidance from your higher powers, like the angels and things as well.
Hey, Debbie.
Hope that you're all okay. My sinuses are really bad today, so if you keep hearing me sniffing, it's because my nose is so blocked up I can't feel anything in my nose at the minute.
That's true.
Yeah, the angel
Well,
cards are cute. Messages for angels I haven't done for a while, so like I said, they're more messages from loved ones and maybe like influences from the angels and things like that. And then on my next lot, I was thinking of swapping the angel messages and putting in the totem ones, which is where it can tell I can tell you like what sort of totem might be connected to you and what crystal to use to communicate with it and your similarities.
let's see. I don't see. Well,
Don't see anyone new at the minute. Six people at the minute. Hello.
yeah. Well, they should be. I'm going to try to see if I can get this link to go put on the other pages. Hang on. Do-da-dee-dee-dee-dee. Come on. Get in there, belly button. There. All right. I was working
I love
on
you too, sweetheart. Hello, Paradox. How are you?
go over here. Hey,
Well,
Paradox.
I hope you enjoy your smoke.
Okay. Hit that. Ah, I did it in time. Copy that. Okay. Now,
We do keep having slight glitch problems, guys. It just keeps going in and out. Cannot be helped for some reason. I don't know why. Hand pinky waving. And to you, waving back.
there we go. Share that out. Go down to the Seabass group. Share that out. There. Oh, share it out. Do.
The sharing out always takes long because you've got to go into the different places and stuff. I just do it onto my Facebook page and then people can just like shoot it out wherever they want. It's just so easier like that. Unless it's like really big shows and stuff like that, then yeah, I'll go into my other groups. Normally I do the sharing after the shows, go and put them into the groups and like, yeah, come and watch this and showing my daughter gave me a necklace. I'll send pic. It works really well as a pendulum. Awesome, Evelyn sis, that is brilliant. It's gorgeous, Evie, and perfect. Yes, definitely, Sister Drew. I agree. Can't wait to see it, sis.
Nice.
Thank you, sweet. You always do share out, Sister Drew. I ain't got no worries there.
Okay, well,
I've been
let's
a bit
see who
quiet for
wants.
the last couple of days, so I've been like catching up on people's shows and stuff. So I've been looking.
Yeah, let's see who wants a reading. Hang on, I gotta find my. Right back.
Yep. if you do want a reading, guys, if you put in the room, yes, please, in capitals, and then I can, or yes, card, or yes, please, and I'll put your names down on the list. And obviously, myself and Pops will both do your readings.
Yeah. Yes,
You
please.
can choose what cards. Okay. Yes,
Okay,
please, in the
Drew's
room, guys. Yes, right, Drew.
Drew's put yes, please.
Yep.
Stephanie put yes, please.
Hello, Christina, sis.
Hey, hon. Evie put
Stephanie.
yes, please.
Evelyn.
Yeah. Christina put yes, please.
Christina.
Fastest fingers in the West. There you go.
Mm.
So Drew and Stephanie and
There
Evie.
are people coming in. Anybody coming into the room, if you are wanting a reading from myself and my pups, please put yes, please, in capitals in the room so that we can see and put you onto the list.
Yes. Hon, I
Pops
don't
can
know.
do me anytime. Christine. Can you let this? My
Hello, Ghost House
my
Paranormal.
cheeks are going red.
Ghost House Paranormal.
Is it? Oh, hello, Ghost Talk, a Ghost House. How are you? Anyone wanting any readings in Facebook? Obviously, you're coming up Facebook user, but if you just put your name and then just put yes, please. Let me see if I can get you up on my Facebook as well, so that I can keep up with the chat.
Your robot had dup, bup, beep. I sent the necklace pics. I think Pops is froze again. Do 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 do. Ah, okay. Da, 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 da. Can't really see anything here. Ah, you back? Well, now I see her tilting her head at least. Thank you, Abby.
I'm on the strange and unknown streaming network, and I'm trying to find the video
Ah,
so that I can click on it and see what people are saying in the up and going really slow. So it'll come up as Facebook, but like I said, just put your name in, put yes, please, and then I will know who is who. We've got 4 people so far. We've got Drew, Stephanie, Evelyn, and Christina.
there
Anybody
was
else
another.
wanting a card reading from me and Pups, please put yes, please.
Yes, there was. Hang on. Okay,
Okay, that's
Drew,
up there.
Stephanie, Drew, Stephanie, Evie, Christina.
Christina, yes. I can't find anyone else.
I can't either. Huh, I thought there was one more. Guess not. Da-da-da-da. Why do they keep bouncing all over the place?
It's strange. If there is anybody else in the room that was wanting a card reading and then has put it in, but it ain't showing up for some reason, please write in the room, yes, please. Minute
Yeah, because
live. When it decides to load up.
I don't know why I'm having a hard time here. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this up and then we will.
Everything just seems to be running really slow at the minute.
Yeah.
Don't seem to be working properly.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I said, Facebook users, we're not ignoring you, just right. We can see it in the StreamYards bit.
Okay, well, let me get my cards. And Drew was first. I remember that much.
Yep.
Do-do-do-do-do. Fred, why are you bugging me? That's true. Techno is bad for me.
Hello, Iron. Anyone that
Hi,
wants
Aaron.
a card reading, put yes, please in the room. And the cards that I'm doing is Witch, Angel Tarot 1 card, or Angel Message. Just put what one you're wanting me to do for you all, and then I'll write that down near your names. Hope you're okay, Iron.
Okay.
I'm going to mute.
So, Drew, you got your extra cards because of the membership. Okay, so the first one is about studying and with the loot card. Okay, so it's saying that you got a bunch new studies coming up. All right, and these are ones that you've been hoping for or trying to get started with. Okay, uh, so with all this new stuff coming up and that, it's saying that your house is ready. So basically, um, you're in line for it, and now's a good time to start something new. Okay, and that's guaranteed because you got the guardian of the farmer card. Okay, so the farmer is always planting new crops and everything else, right? So they're saying, hey, yeah, now's time to plant some new seeds and learn some new stuff. Okay, and like the mushroom, it's going to turn out just fine. It's going to work out good for you. Okay, but the one thing it's just reminding you is that it's going to take a lot of time with the insects. It's going to take a lot of work and take up time. So you're going to have to make sure you space out the times per day that you have already figured out, set aside, because that's the only thing that you gotta sort out. Apparently, is to make sure you have a certain time of day that you're going to dedicate to learning the next stage, right? So if it's between noon and 2 or between noon and 1 or 4 in the night, 5 in the morning, whatever. But basically, it says make sure you got some time. That's what it's for every day or whatever, or the 5 days a week or whatever it is you want to do. Okay. So other than that, as long as you set up your block for time for learning and studying, everything will work out fine. I hope that makes sense.
Just looking for the reply. So what one would you like from me, sis Drew? Would you like the messages from the angels, an angel tarot pull, which is one card, or would you like this?
Okay, buttons. Hey, Kurt. Aaron wants a reading.
Make loads of sense. Angel, please. Okay. Iron.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you down, sweet. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards, Drew, and I'm going to let Aura connect with your guide and see what they have to say to you. That one, okay, yeah.
Yes, coffee is good.
So you've got the Emperor, Archangel Michael, organisation and logic, structure and discipline, and leadership. So from this card, I'm getting that you're in a very powerful and a very strong situation at the moment. You're achieving a lot of goals. You're picking up in the places that you need to, and people are benefiting from this. Now, I do very much believe that Archangel Michael is having a lot of workings in your work, that he's looking over you and guiding you. your logic is very needed in this community and is very much seen through all of the communities going round, and the spirits are very happy with what you're doing. They're very happy with the way that you put yourself forward to people and how you like to educate. Organization, you're starting to put your wishes and your dreams into a reality, and you've got it in an order that you feel comfortable and you're being able to follow, and the spirits and the higher divine powers are finding this very amazing. Structures and discipline, you've got your structures in place. They feel that you've got your line where you need it to be, you're standing where you need to be standing, you're doing what you need to be doing. Discipline, I believe that at the moment you are going through a lesson where you're learning where to be standing and how to be. And I do believe that, you know, that energy does come over you, but that's a positive thing because you learn bound and more connected to you and your leadership. Most definitely, many people follow you and see you as a sort of leader of the community, just like they do for many others. And I feel that if you continue going through this as the spirits do as well, then your greatness and who you are as a person is only going to become greater, and it's going to be gifted with good things. But I also just want to see what it actually says in the book as well. It's important to cultivate logic, discipline, and order right now. This card signifies the thought of your dreams are valid and sound. They still need guidelines and organization. So, yeah, it's still some work, but you are in the right place so that they can manifest properly. Create a detailed plan for how you'll proceed and maintain kind but enthusiastic control over how the plans is implemented. Feel empowered to take the leadership role in your career and any structure and order are your friends as you move from the believe in your ability to be a positive and disciplined leader. Get organized so that you can be more effective. Additional meaning of this card, the desire to be a success, stability, making wise choices, security, government agencies, law enforcement, the respect of others, and fatherhood. Archangel Michael is the angel of strength and protection who oversees anyone's life purpose. Call upon Michael for courage and strength as you make important and necessary life changes. He can also help you focus your logic, mind, and left brain talent upon your projects. And that was Archangel. That was the Emperor, which is
Mm.
to do with Archangel Michael. I hope that helps, sis. She says, thank you, Aurora.
There you go.
Right, so that's Sister Drew off. So the next person on the list is lovely Stephanie.
Stephanie! Yay, Stephanie!
If there's anybody else wanting a card, please put yes, please, in the room, guys, so I can write it down while Pops is doing the reading. Thank you. And thank you, Sister Drew. I'm glad that that made sense and that helped. Lots of love to you.
Okay, Stephanie, you've got land, earth, um, and in this case, I believe
Pups, you're muted.
great, damn it. Anyway, okay, Steph, let's try this again. Okay, so the first card is the Earth card that you got, Steffi. Okay, so basically, in this case, it means the actual Earth. It means the actual ground that you stand upon, because the following card is the East card, which represents yourself. Okay, so basically, it's telling you that you need to ground yourself again. Okay, because you're not. It's saying that you don't feel like you're grounded, and that everything seems to be like a step off, right? Like everything's either one step in front or one step behind. You're not quite in sync with everything. It feels like everything's just offset a little bit, right? Well, that's mainly just because you're not grounded. You need to reground yourself and refocus. So basically, it's saying take a moment just to set yourself, just to ground yourself, right? And go, okay, everything's fine. Clear everything out, dust everything off for a minute and just re-energize yourself, right? Because you do have the Jade card, which is a good thing, which means all the hard work and everything else is good, you know, and because Jade's always a positive anyway. But it's basically saying that the out of place or the out of sorts thing is mainly just because you need to reground yourself and refocus on yourself rather than everything around you. I hope that makes sense. Okay, now I'm going to hit my shot button again.
Just wait to see what she says. That makes perfect sense. That's from Stephanie. Angel, please. Yes, I've got your angel. So you've got the 6 of water. You've got the 6 of water. So obviously water is showing you've got like sort of cups. Water is a representation of energy and emotion. Okay. But it can also be an energy of movement. Memories from your history of childhood. Lucy's regarding children. reminiscing the past. So I do feel that you're looking a lot back into your past and the way that you feel things should have been and how they should have turned out. I do feel that you're looking a lot back at how things used to be or how you wish things would have been. And really, you need to be focusing on the present and what you're in now. You're in the now. You're not in the past anymore. You're in your moment of time now. You've got goals and things that you're trying to achieve, and by doing that you need to be having a clear mind. You need to realize that the past is the past, even though sometimes we carry certain things in with us. We need to learn to find that balance with it so that you can move forward and be who you are, because you are in a good place and you are achieving what you're supposed to be achieving, and this is being recognized most definitely. So just try to be more in tune with yourself and understand that you're in the now. So another bit from them is memories from your personal history of childhood have resurfaced for a reason. Perhaps there's an old issue you still need to resolve, or your memories could be a sign of what's yet to come. You may reconnect with friends or a romantic partners from your past. New acquaintances may feel like familiar old friends because of karmatic connections. The effect of children on this situation could be important. Childlike innocence or a lack of guilt is also radiated by this card. The additional meaning of this card: inheritance, gifts, reunions, sharing kindness to or from others, and romancing the past. So keep moving forward with what you've got and who you are, but just have your eyes open and be aware that other things may come into play with you that may leave you a little bit shocked, but just go with the flow. But just keep your eyes open and be connected to what you're seeing and feeling from this, and just know that you are in the right place and you don't need to be looking back on the past. Just walk into the future because it's got many things to offer you, but just do it wisely and safely. I hope that helps.
That was good one. Yeah, I got trouble with
The next
flies.
person, yeah, Mr. Fly keep flying about. The next person
Yeah.
is Evelyn Sis.
Heavy, heavy.
Evelyn, if you could just put in the room what you want from me. It's either a witch, a angel message, or an angel tarot.
Do, do, do. Good job. I was spot on. Heavy. Okay. It didn't know A, but that one's coming up. Ah. Okay. Well, Abby, the first one is the unicorn, which means there's good luck coming your way, uh, mainly with plans and ideas that you've had. Okay. Um, that things are within reach now that weren't before. And it's got to do with the order of your house, right? So either you've decided to buckle down on something, or you did the work to set something up to start. Okay. So it's one or the other. It's either that you've decided it's time to buckle down and get at her, or you've set up all the blocks in order to get to where the starting point is. Okay. Next card is the Jade card, which is to say, yes, it'll turn out good and it's going to be good, but as you see all the details in there, it took a lot of work to carve that, right? So it's gonna be a lot of work in order to achieve those goals. Okay, um, and you're gonna have to put lots of effort into it, but definitely obtainable. Okay, this is something that you're gonna reach that goal and go just a little bit beyond it. Okay, because of the Heaven card, you've got the blessing of the Heaven card, so you're gonna actually surprise yourself with just how far you were able to push that goal. Okay, so that's something that's good. Once you get that done, you're gonna be contented. Okay, with the toad there, like the toad on a lily pad. Not I got nothing to worry about. I feel good. I'm contented. Everything else. That doesn't mean you're stagnant. Doesn't mean you're going to be stagnated there, but it means you're going to be contented there. And then, you know, take time to enjoy where you got to, sort of a thing. All right. So I hope that makes sense to you.
Just wait for the replies.
Uh, Kurt, I've already changed the name for tomorrow's episode to your new channel name. Your old channel name, you paid for a month, so this one, I just changed your name on there, so when the credits roll, they're gonna actually see your channel that you're on. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that, right? But that just renew your thing at the end of the month or whatever, and you'll be fine. So, but your new channel name's already on the credits. I just made it last, well, a couple hours back. So tomorrow's
Thank you,
when I
darling.
come on,
And I'm
you'll see
sorry.
your new name for your new channel. I got you, brother. Iron, yours is made too. And according to the thing, you've got your member for 36 months, Iron, so you didn't lose nothing.
Right.
You're very
So
welcome, Evie.
Evelyn said thank you to you and Astro, and it makes perfect sense. From me,
All
you
right.
got the Tempress. So you're somebody that's very much going into your elements. You're somebody that's very much finding your path and your way, and you're working on higher levels to becoming your spirituality. Now, I do believe this is a lot with your witchcraft and your workings that you're doing, that the more that you work and you put into it, the more you're going to achieve and become in this as well. In this, I'm seeing a rainbow, so it's showing a light. It's showing that there are gifts, there are things coming your way, and that you are achieving your goals, you're achieving your ways and who you are, and they're very happy with your workings. They want you to be more in communication with your spiritual. I do feel maybe towards like healing and things like that. So let me just see what the card is saying to you. Okay. The Greek goddess of the rainbow, Iris, faces forward and stands at the edge of the water, her golden wings outstretched. Her sheer white gown has a golden triangle on the bodice, which signifies balance and creativity. Her grown flowers flows softly around her, and one of her Iris's feet is on land while the other dips in the water. Neither on shore nor in water. She is in the enchanted location where she is in both worlds, an in between place. In Iris's hands are two different goblets, and she calmly pours water from one goblet into another. The water flows magically out and before ending up in the bottom goblet. There is an alchemical transformation taking place here. She is tempering the liquid in the goblets to find the right balance of mixture. Behind Iris, the clouds have parted in the sky, and the rainbow appears, representing hope, magic, and miracles. Around her, on the green band, grows iris flowers in several different colours. The enchanting iris flower symbolizes an equivalent message, which it suits the message of the messenger goddess they were named after. Meanings: the Temperance card appears in a reading when it is time to be restrained, to be a little more tactful than usual, and to employ some moderation. This major Arcana card represents the mixing of different magical elements to create something new, like rain and sunlight make a rainbow. The Temperance card also stands for the personal alchemy of spiritual transformation. Now is the time to work on the healing of your spiritual self. This the perfect occasion to work on finding the correct balance or flow in your magic and your life. Watch for messages from the gods. Keywords: alchemy, restoring equilibrium, equilibrium, med- moderation, restraint, attack. Find your balance. Look for divine messages and work on spiritual healing and transformation. Dietary association is Iris or Hebe. Astrology association is Sagittarius, and it wasn't reversed, so it doesn't matter about those bits. So that was your card for you, my sister. I hope that made sense. And that was the Temperance.
Right on. I'm just going to address what Kurt said there. Don't worry about anyone else and their card readings and all that, Kurt. Um, here's the secret. Okay, here's the whole deal. All right, doesn't matter. Okay, doesn't matter. No one's better than nobody else. No one's greater than anyone else. We all started somewhere, right? And when we first got our first deck, and it doesn't matter if it's cards or it's anything in life. Okay, you're just starting something brand new. Okay, you're not competing with anybody. You're not comparing yourself to anybody. You just compare yourself to yourself. That's it. Okay. Don't worry
Practice
about
makes perfect.
don't worry about anybody
Practice
else. Now,
makes
what you're
perfect.
gonna do now, what you're gonna do, okay, is you do a card, do a couple cards, you know, maybe you come on my show, you do a couple cards, maybe do one or two cards, maybe go on Drew's, do one or two
Very
cards,
well,
go on
sis.
Pops, do one or two cards. But the point is, you just do one or two at a time, okay? And eventually, you can practice all day you want at home, but eventually you'll get to know the cards and they'll get to know you, right? And as you build confidence and as you get to trust your cards, okay, because don't go using six or seven decks. Pick one deck you want to start with. Stick with that one deck till you know it forward and backwards, okay? And what's going to happen is you're going to get to know that deck more and more. And then you're going to see the results of your readings, right? People are going to say, yeah, that worked out, or yeah, that makes sense, or yeah, this is that. As your confidence grows, so does your faith in your cards and the faith in the spirits that are telling you what's in the cards, okay? Because the spirits are the ones that pull the
Yeah.
cards, not you. You think you do, but you don't, okay? And once you get that in your head, and once you start to believe in your cards, you're gonna go quickly. You'll get better and better and better, right? So don't worry about what other people are doing, okay? You worry what you can do and take baby steps. Don't rush. Don't try to catch up. Don't play that game because you'll never win. Okay? You're never going to win that game. All right? The game you will win
Exactly.
is if you pride in
Just follow
yourself,
the
pride in
flow.
your deck, and just work it slow but sure, and you're going to get better and better, and you'll be fine. Okay? So there you go.
Yeah. Practice makes perfect, guys. And you're very welcome, Evelyn. I'm glad that helped, and that we both was able to give you the answers that you want. That's what we wanted to do, sis. Love you lots. The next person is Christina. Christina, if you could put in if you want in a witch, an angel message, or an angel card for me, please, that'd be brilliant. And I'll put it over to Pups when he is ready.
All right, Christina. Witch, she said she wants a witch.
Right, a witch. Okay, sis. Anyone that wants a card, please put yes, please, in the room. Thank you.
Chrysanthemum, followed by the lute, followed by partnership, followed by the orchard, which gets another one. Nope, it doesn't because it's followed by the woodman. Now we can cover the orchard. Now we can cover the woodman. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you got the tiger. Okay. So, okay, you got 3 guardian cards. So, yeah, in one reading. Never happens. Well, apparently it does. Okay, so what? And Danny, let Astro tell me because there's something I want to know when I want to know he knows. All right. Exactly. Anyway, so the first one is the chrysanthemum, right? Which means a strong, very healthy, vibrant energy. Okay. So the energy and the things of the chrysanthemum are strong, and they don't bend to negativity. All right. Followed by the lute, which is covering it because this is a guardian card because it's got the gold border. So it gets an extra card, right? And because it's a guardian card, nothing bad can happen. The lute card means there's a time of enjoying and, well, I'll tell you what this one is. It means go out, have fun, and do lots of investigations, enjoy yourself. All right. Now, the next card is the ducks, which means partnership, right? So it means you will not be doing this alone, okay? That your partner will be with you and you're going to have a great time. The next one is the orchard, okay? Which means a new blossom and new things and new outlooks, all that kind of stuff. But an orchard means a combination of two things becoming one thing that's good, right? So if you ever look like orchards, you know how they split them and they put the two orchards together and it becomes a different plant? Well, that's kind of what that's talking about. And it's also a guardian card, which means nothing bad can come of it, right? And it shows a vacation in the south. So it shows that there's going to be a great joyous time. It's going to be like a big vacation. Like if you go down south, everything's going to be fun and relaxation and, I don't know, tossing coconuts at people that are walking by when they get in the way of your view. I don't know, something like that. The next one is the woodcutter, okay, which is also a guardian card. Like I say, 3 guardian cards, one reading, unheard of. Anyway, the woodcutter says this is all going to lead to preparing to what comes next. Okay, so like the woodcutter comes for wintertime, right? He'll spend time all spring and summer and fall cutting wood and making big stacks of wood so that when the winter comes, he's prepared, right? And he's always going to have warmth in the house and everything's going to be fancy dancy, okay? It shows contentment and happiness with the toad and relaxation. And it's not even anything to do with whether you're content or stagnant because it's on top of a guardian card. So it just shows relaxation and happiness. Okay, the next card is the Tiger card, which is an official card, which means it's all going to come to pass and it's in 6 weeks. So there's your reading. Hmm.
Talk to text. He knows what I need to know.
So there you go.
Just waiting for her to respond after it.
That was a really good reading. Hey, Phoenix.
Hello, Phoenixes. Anybody want it all sounds good, and what 3 Dorden cards, I'm wondering if that means I don't have to worry about the trouble of there's no trouble.
It means there's no trouble. It means trouble is chased away. Like nothing bad can happen when you got the guardian cards.
Yeah, I've got you down, sis. Yeah, so for Sister Christina, we got the 6 of Swords. Okay, now this card very much represents travel. Okay, now I feel that there's several ways of travel with you, sis, that I'm feeling. I'm feeling the travel and the movement within your plans and ideas that you have for your objects and subjects that you do with online and in your paranormal. I believe that you're making movements, you're making things happen so that others can become forward. So it's a travel in time. You're reaching your destination, you're doing the things that you want to do. But there is also a very strong pull towards your travel, whether this is going to be romantic or if it's going to be business or if it's going to be both. You are planning on a trip, a movement. This card really represents the go ahead and being okay and being happy about your situation and your decisions to do so. So I am feeling that all of the decisions that you're making so far and the plans for your trips and that they're very happy with. They do believe that you're going to achieve a lot more in what you are and who you are, and they're most definitely noticing that you're recognizing your importance in the community. Now, putting this into words here, a young man sits in the back of a small wooden boat. His muscular arms are bare. He wears a soft purple vest and a grey pants, and he has paddles in a way across the water towards the distant shore. In the distance, surrounding the lake, you can see mountains. A breeze blows his brown hair back from his face, and we can see just a bit of his right profile. The man is content and concentrating upon his journey. To link this card further to the elements of air, there is a dragonfly multiplying alongside of the yellow boat. Inside the wooden boat are 6 swords standing up point down and arranged nearly in front of him. neatly in front of him. The swords are not damaging the boat, perhaps they are plunging up the hole. These swords represent that even though you carry your troubles and concerns with you, you do not have to be weighed down by them. The blue skies and clear horizon indicate that this is a good time for your travel. Traditionally, when the Six of Swords sails into a reading, it means travel over water. Today, it shows movement and progress of any kind. The quiverant may be planning a trip for pleasure or business. This card signifies that it is a good time for movement, change, and to experience the travel brings except forward movements, improvements to the current situations, a new job moving to a new home, and of course, a travel for pleasure. Enjoy the journey. There is smooth sailing ahead. Keywords travel over waters, movements, a new job, moving to a new home, travel for pleasure, progress, improvement, and smooth sailing ahead. That is from me, sis, and Aura.
Good job. Hey, Vic.
Thank you, sis. Glad that you liked it. So we've got two more people. Our next person is Iron. Iron, if you just put in the room what you would like, either a witch, angel message, or angel tarot, please. Thank you. Over to Pops.
Iron, iron, and a small wooden boat. She was escaping the land because she was being chased by a goat. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. So, Iron, there's a young girl um, that's very closely associated to you who's been being a little busybody with the insects, right? So, the next card is the, okay, interesting. The next card is the stars card, all right? So, in this case, it looks like a young girl being a busybody, flapping her gums about your dreams and aspirations and stuff like that, in not a very flattering way, apparently. Um, Yet at the same time, with no structure, there's no structure to it. There's no reason behind it. Nothing substantial uh, will become of it or with it. Okay, it shows that you, on the other hand, are saying, "Yeah, it's happened before." You're looking back, going, "Nah, I'm not wasting my time on this one." Right? Uh, I got my plans and everything else. I'm happy with them. I'm happy with every way I got everything figured out. So I'm just going to totally ignore that horse crap, which is the right decision. Okay. Followed by the toad, which shows contentment and happiness by doing it that way. Right. So basically, don't waste your breath or your energy trying to uh, really. Okay. Astro says a turd is a turd. Even if you spray paint it gold, it's still a turd. Okay, a turd is a turd. In other words, don't waste your time on something that, in this case, doesn't have any significant value to you. Okay, if if the feedback had value or if it was constructive, that'd be a different thing. But this has got nothing, no rhyme, no reason, no nothing. So just ignore it. It's not worth your time to even think about it. Okay, so I hope that makes sense.
Exactly. The cards never lie. Very right there. We've got two more people after this, Phonics and Vic.
Okay, good.
If you guys, Phonics and Vic, could put in what cards you want from me, which angel tarot or angel message, that'd be brilliant. And I can write that near your name. It saves time then. Oh, good. Yes, makes sense, Danny. Thanks. That's from Iron.
Okay.
And I got you
Good
the
man.
Empress, which represents Archangel Gabriel. So with this one, it's lavish abundance, gives birth to your dreams, and nurture yourself and others. So for what is that? They want you to take more time out for yourself. They want you to look at yourself more and to look after yourself more and take more time out for you in nature and let things nourish you, make things fulfill you and make you feel more open. You're on the right path, you're on the right place that they're wanting you to be in. Okay. And you're doing all of the work that you're supposed to be doing. You're going in the directions that you need to be going in, but they do want you to step back and take time for yourself and for others as well. Like having people around you that really uplift you and help you would be another good thing to do as well. So it is really key to take time for yourself, even if it's just a 5-10 minute doing meditation or going for a little walk in nature, or just taking maybe a day away from the work that you do because you work very hard, and they very much acknowledge this and they give their applauses and their respect and love out to you for that very good reason. Okay, and I'm just going to read this to you in more detail. Your creativity and hard work are bringing you great rewards. According to this card, you have the mind touch right now. So anything you nurture and give your loving attention to will flourish. Marriage, children, and issues involving motherhood and creativity are positively affected now. Whatever you're trying to give birth to, a child, nature, life, into a plant or pet, or help a new project or business to grow, your creative endeavors will be successful. Enjoy the beautiful things in life, knowing that you deserve to be wonderfully provided for. Take excellent care of your body with massages and yoga or anything that makes you feel healthy, vibrant, and luxurious. According additional card meaning abundance, spending time in nature, indulging to creative and artistic projects, loving and nurturing yourself or others, and time of excellent emotional or physical health. Archangel Gabriel is the messenger angel who guides and supports expectant and adoptive parents, as well as those involved in newborn or creative projects. Call upon Gabriel to inspire your creative ideas and give you the courage and the opportunities to express them. And that was my card to you, sis.
Good
I
job.
hope that
Hey, Tiggies.
helps.
Hi, Tiggies.
To keep doing the amazing work that you're doing, but just take time for yourself. Hello, Tig, sweetheart. Right, so the next person on the list when you're ready, pups and stuff, is Phonics, and then we've got Vic.
Okay.
Yes, most definitely, I know that's why they were telling you. But no, you're in a good place.
All right. Let's go, Phoenix. Let's go. Made a bird of
If you could just
paradise
put in the
fly up
room
your nose.
phonics, what angel message or angel tarot.
Hey, Tim. How you going? Made a bird of paradise fly up your nose. Woohoo.
Hello, Tim.
May you get to beat your brother with a garden hose. Do. All right, Phoenix.
Put what you want, Phoenix. Which angel message or angel tarot?
Good card. Good cards. Okay, Phoenix is saying, you got to get your house in order, or you got your house in order, meaning within yourself. You got to shake everything off and get back in order, right? Because you got a lot of dreams and aspirations, and you got the Seven of Stars, okay? Which means there's absolutely no reason why you can't make it come true. There's no reason why it can't turn out the way you want, okay? Um, you can always go to other people for advice, Gentle Giant, and you can always return to your roots for support, okay? So with the pine, it's saying two things. Number one, seek advice from people that you trust and that you think will are appropriate to help you with certain situations, right? Don't be afraid to reach out, and also don't be afraid to take your own advice uh, by looking at the roots of everything. Okay, so in other words, let's say you ask two people for advice. One piece of advice seems really good, the other one is not so well, right? But there's still something missing with the good advice. Well, you can add your own little bit to it to make it suit you. You see what I'm saying? Um, just because you ask for advice doesn't mean you have to take it. You ask for advice, and that just kind of helps you think, different ways, right? That's what advice is, right? So it's saying, don't be afraid to ask for advice or ask for, good opinions on how to proceed at a certain junction. Okay. Okay. It's telling you with the lotus, okay, which is a very strong flower. It's telling you that you got new life and a new beginning here. Okay. So with this, at this time, you've opened up a new door, right? There is a new beginning for you. Okay. So the trick here is to be an orchard with it, right? You have to combine the new with the old, all right, to make something different. Okay. You don't want to toss out the old. You want to keep that because that's what brought you to the dance in the first place. But you want to also bring the new in. So you're going to have to combine the old with the new and become something different. Okay. And then move forward. And with the fire, it shows that that's a positive thing to do and an intelligent thing to do, right? Because fire is intelligence. So by doing those things, it's going to help you achieve or get closer to where you want to be. I hope that makes sense to you. Mm-hmm. You're very welcome.
Yes, it does, Uncle Danny. Thank you. That's good. That's good. So, from me, you got Jazabella. Now, This angel is sending you the messages of yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your patient expectations, positive expectations. So, with this card, I feel that Jezebella and your loved ones are coming forward to you and are informing you that any questions or anything that you've asked to the divine energies or to your loved ones that you've been needing answers back to, the answer is yes. That they are supporting your decisions, your ways of thinking. They feel that you're in a positive and a correct place. They feel very at ease with knowing that you're in a secure place. Keep working with your spirituality, your spiritual abilities, and all of the amazing things that you do, because these very much cater into the person that you are. Your movements, your work, and who you are as a person is most definitely acknowledged and loved by the higher powers and by your loved ones. Now, the message to you is also additional message in answer to your questions. Yes, this situation is everything that you hoped it would be. It is still a good idea to keep your eyes open and pray for angelic assistance along the way. Even ideal situations require adjustment. As you move forward, however, we angels foresee smooth sailing with these decisions. The opportunity is even more favorable because of the timing. Several pieces of the puzzle have now fallen into place. You have also learned some invaluable lessons that have prepared you. Your patience has paid off, and now is the time for you to reap the rewards. Take bold steps while listening to the wise guidance of your heart as you move forward fiercely. So just be you, be open, keep walking forward in what you're doing. You are very much being acknowledged by your loved ones and by the angelical powers that you are doing very well in all that you're perceiving. Just keep your eyes open and still keep an eye out for where little things could creep up, but you are on the right path and you are heading for even greater things. And that is their message to you, sister. I hope that helped. Lots of love.
Very good.
And the last person is Vic.
All right.
And and Vic, if you could put in the room which angel message or angel tarot, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but I'm getting an angel message.
Big
You're
hugs.
very welcome, sweetheart. I'm glad that it went to you. Big hugs and lots of love to you, sweet. Love you. Love you all. Oh, okay. Well, I've already chose for you then, Vic, because I was getting the words angel messages. So you're getting an angel message.
Okay, Vic. According to this, you've been working hard and you've worked hard at your projects. This could be a job. It could be, I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting like a job. Okay. I don't know why. But anyway, it shows that you put in a lot of hard work and a lot of loyalty and dedication, um, everything like that. Okay. And it shows that it's been, although it's been hard, it's been worth it in a lot of ways. Okay. The next card you got is a phoenix, which means something new because of it, not in spite of it. Okay. So This could be either A, well, it could be a lot of things, but I'm going to stick with the job thing for some reason. So you might get a promotion. So it might be they've noticed you've been there long enough, so you're going to get a raise, either a raise or a promotion or something, or a better job offer from a better company. Okay, that's the way it looks. And then the last one is the 7 stars, which means the decision you make on this thing is going to depend on what you're thinking about with the future. Okay, so in other words, if it's within the same company, it's not going to change anything of what you want to do, right? So it's a safe bet, right? If it's with a new company, it could change a lot of stuff, but then there's a little bit of that security that you might be a little bit worried about. So, but on either decision, it's a 7 stars, so it's going to turn out good. But that's kind of what it's saying. Now, I'm saying that this is a job. It could be a relationship too. It could be anything. But for me, for some reason, it says job. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Just seeing what his response is. That's cool, Danny. Thanks from Vic.
You're welcome.
Right. So for me, I'm feeling that there's like some concerns around like your spirituality and stuff. I feel that maybe that sometimes you're questioning your spirituality, you're questioning something that is happening and it's been getting in the way of you, and you've been asking out loud and asking for answers back, and you've maybe felt like that you've not been listened to, where this card is to signify that they have been listening. um I do feel that even though you're a very bright man and a very bright person, and even though that most of the time life goes how it should do for you, I do feel that there are times in your life where certain things can affect you and really make you question who you are as a person and as somebody that's a spiritual being as well. So, Disri is the card that I got for you. Now, she very much represents your words from heaven to you about your answers and your questions that you've gave to them. So no conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help and guide and comfort you. They're asking you to continue to help them and to believe in what you're asking of them. Okay, so in this one it says there is a reason why you asked for heaven's opinion about this situation. In your heart, you knew that something was amiss. I am here to help you. Trust the wisdom within your heart. Although it may seem romantic to jump into what without looking, this situation warrants otherwise. Since I am once of your guardian and one of your guardian angels, your happiness is my central mission. This situation, as it currently stands, won't bring you to the joy that you seek. There are options available to you. One is to wait. This will certainly improve your outlook, either because you will learn more information or because something better will come along. The second opinion is to go ahead with the current situation. You currently have the free will to do so. Be assured that I will stay with you, whatever you heed, my cautions, cautions or not. If you fall into a situation where you need my rescue, I will be there with my unconditional love each time that you listen to me, and also each time that you ignore me. You grow and you learn. So, as I'm saying, you've been questioning yourself, you've not really been believing that they're listening to you. So, you're questioning. Sometimes you believe in what they're saying and you believe in what you're feeling, and sometimes you're not. So, it's down to you to choose if you listen to the guidance and the wisdom that they're trying to give over to you, because they're only trying to guide you and to try and help you. In general, like I said, you're a great guy, you're a very wise guy, you know what you want most of the time, but there are just little things that you struggle with that can make a big impact sometimes. So just listen to your beliefs more and know they're listening.
Yeah.
And that's from me and Desiree and Aura.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Because like I say, like even like I say, I'm taking it as a
Yeah,
job thing, but it's the same thing, right? There's two choices and you get to make a choice.
it is. Yeah,
You can stay with one thing or move to the next
yeah.
thing. Or, yeah, yeah, they do make sense. But again,
Sometimes some situations are not worth carrying on with. Sometimes it's good to just like put your foot down and
yeah,
go, okay, this isn't working. It's okay to walk forward and try something else. Do you know? Not everything is for everybody, is it? You've got to find
yeah,
that place, that balance. So
yeah.
I
Yeah,
hope
it's
that
like
that
what
helped. I hope our readings got there.
I hope so. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, he's got the Guardian card at the end, and I had the 7 stars, which both say either way will turn out fine. I'll be with you, but you know. So yeah, I
Exactly.
don't know. I
Yeah,
don't have no idea.
exactly.
I have no idea what it is, but it sure sounds good.
Thanks, Sherry. Thanks, Sherry. You both are pretty spot on, Vic. You're very welcome. All right, they're only telling you the truth through us. That is what they're there to do. It's down to you if you choose to listen and take the advice and guidance from them. It's down to you. We can't
Yeah,
make you.
and like I say, we don't have a clue what the question is or what you need to know. You know, we can only guess what it looks like to us. So
We
but the
just
message is what
yeah
matters, right? The message is what matters. So
yeah.
hopefully,
And that's what I normally do. Like I'll get the card and then I tell you what I feel first and what I feel that they want to tell you directly. Then I will read the card to give you a more up to date because I think that it's important. Every reader is different. Some readers don't use their books, but
yeah,
use the books because I think sometimes people need to hear them more in depth so they can understand it a bit more. So yeah,
yeah. I haven't even,
yeah,
I haven't
exactly.
even,
Readings just give you
yeah.
that path and that opening, but it's you that does your path. It's you that makes your path.
I lost the book to these cards like 40 years ago, maybe 35. I don't know. I haven't seen that book for like 35, 40 years. So yeah, this is just what I've learned through by doing them, eh? But I used to use the book when I first started with it, obviously.
Very welcome.
But yeah,
We like reading for you guys. We like reading for you. If it's going to help
well,
you.
yeah, if it's gonna help you, and people sometimes need a reading. So
Exactly. Exactly. They are. They are. There is no wrong or right way to read a card. Like when you hear these people go,
no,
no, you shouldn't use the book and that. If you want to use the book, you use the book. Okay. If you
that's
feel
right.
like me, like I read, I'll pick the card up. I've got it in my hand and I can feel what it's telling me. Okay. And I'll tell you what's being said to me. And then I will turn it over and read what the card says and read the book because it's just a more detail. Okay.
Yeah,
But there is a lot of readers that don't use the book. They just use the card and what they see from the card because what people don't realize is they're like, how can you read the card when it just looks the same all the time? It doesn't, because when I look at my card, sometimes certain things on that card will change shape or change the way it looks, which can
yeah.
be
It's,
very indicate to me
that's
something else.
that's true.
It's
And
you
now,
looking at
not
it, it looks like a plain card, but to us, we're seeing, yeah.
and not only that, it's the card beside it, and the card beside that one too.
I do. I do. I go and get readings. I have readings from I have readings off pups. I have readings off Drew. I've had readings off Christina. I had a reading off Christina. Another one that I oracles is another one that I used to go to for readings, and Brother Woody, ODSD, Shadow Demon. So there are several people that I go to, but I won't just go to anyone. It's got to be people that I really trust in. You've got to really trust your reader and know that they're genuine to be able to get on with what they're saying to you. So
Mm.
always be wise.
Yeah, I don't.
So I have that really small group of people that I go to. I don't go to anyone else.
Yeah, I don't go to too many people. Cassie all the time, with her with Saint Michael's deck, because it's always Cassie's always hits right on what I want to know with the Saint Michael's deck. Um, so, and then of course Pop and Drew, and like, but yeah, it just depends on what the thing is. Like
Exactly.
when I was,
Everybody does it differently.
mhm. Like when I'm doing when I was working on a case or something, or had something specific about a case or a job that I was working on or whatever, uh, and Cassie would be on, I'd jump in there and I'd say, I need a Michael's card, because I think I know what I should be doing, but I just want a clarification, right? So if she happened to be on, I'd jump on, hey, I need a Michael's card, eh? And then she'd read me my card. And it would either go exactly what I was thinking or what I was thinking, but though not the one I was choosing. You know what I mean? Like I'd have two ideas, and sometimes it would go along
Yeah.
with what I was saying, and sometimes it would be the opposite to what But either way, it worked out. So,
Yeah. Christina. Yeah. Like I only recently had a reading with Christina and she was really good. I enjoyed that. That's what I'm saying. There is only certain people I go to, and every reading's different and every reader's different. You know what I mean? I just love using the cards and that because I get the messages and stuff from Aura and Darius. And then when I look at the cards, like some people will be drawn to certain areas. Some of us just happen to see the card completely changing the way it looks, and you can see things happening in it. Like everybody reads, brings out the card the way that they see it and the
mm-hmm,
way that the spirits intend them to see it. Because what you got to remember is when this is happening, it's not physically us doing that, it's the spirits making that happen because they're trying to show
right,
us something. Even though we can hear them and communicate, because Aura
right,
tells
and
us or Darius or Astro, you know.
yeah, like when I do one reading one time, I see this farmer working out in the yard, or I'll see this happening or that happen, or this person is doing this or that. Sometimes, the impression I get has to do with work or relationships or um, inner self or moving or whatever. But
Yeah,
the spirits are putting the images so that I can say what they want said, not necessarily to what the question is, right? They're showing me the answer, but they're not showing me the question. I don't know what the question is or what it's about, right? So, like when I do it, and I don't know if it's the same for everybody else because I never really thought to ask, but when I do it, I have no clue, nor do I even really care what the question's about or what the question is, only that I repeat exactly what they're telling me about the answer, right? So, but I'll guess. I'll say, well, I think it might be about this or it might be about that, but I have no idea. All I know is this is what they want you to know, right? And that's why when I do it, I say, okay, Astro, what do they need to know, right? Because it doesn't matter what I think, it doesn't matter one bit. So,
yeah. Like with me, like it's a similar sort of thing. Like I just go with what messages they give me and stuff. But I also do see like visions. I might see certain things that come out through my third eye through looking at the card and things that are going on. So that's why sometimes I could be a bit more spot on when I say, right, well, it's about a relationship or it's about this, it's about that, because it's what I'm physically seeing as well as what things I'm being told as well. So
Yeah, Vic, I think so, but I don't know technology. But yeah, it's like for me, it's like they're showing me the movie in my head.
you're very
And
welcome, Evelyn sis. We're glad that you like the card and have a good day at work and be safe. That's what we're
it's
here for.
all right, Abby. It's like they're showing me images and footage of different things, right? And I'm hearing.
Yeah,
So I
that is
guess
what
yeah,
it's
like
like. What it
downloading.
like for me, yeah. Um, when I communicate and I do my card readings and things like that, Vic, I very much connect to the energies and the things that I feel from the cards, but I also connect with the spirits and the energies above. Like, obviously, yes, they come through us through our guides and talk like that, but like I said, I get visions and I get downloads from up there about things as well. So, yes, I do. I download what I'm being shown. That's what that's pretty much what I am. I'm a hard disk, and I just let out the information every now and again.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. I'm just a parrot. I just repeat what I hear. That's it. You know,
Can't really describe myself any other way.
can't really,
Yeah,
you know. But I guess download. I guess
yeah,
download the info and pass it on is right. I guess
yeah.
that's right. But basically, I'm a
I'm
parrot.
like a
I sit
hard
there and
disk. I get it out.
yeah, I'm more
Yeah,
like a parrot.
exactly.
There,
That's
I sit there, I listen, and I repeat everything I hear. So
that's what
yeah,
we do.
that's it. There's no secret. You know, it's just I'm a parrot. You know, I hear it and I pass it on. That's it. You
Yeah,
know, so
we're just the speakers. We're the people that make their voices
yeah,
heard and their
yeah, we're just the
messages
speakers.
heard. That's what we do.
She's a Bluetooth and I'm a boombox. You know, like just different centuries. That's all. But
Yeah,
all right. Yeah.
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 New and ancient. He's trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you liked it, sister, and I'm glad that all of you enjoyed your readings and you enjoyed us doing that for you. It's always a pleasure for us to do that sort of thing for you. It really does uplift us knowing that we've been able to give that out to you and get the messages over from the divine for you all and your loved ones and so on. That's what it's about.
Oh, look at that. Drew just had an awakening. Finally. I've been trying to teach her that for a year and she finally got it. Yeah, you're not.
I think I
Remember, I
also
always tell.
receive downloads, but it seems with me that they jumble up and I struggle sometimes. I believe me, when you first start getting communication and
Oh,
messages from spirits, they are very jumbled up, and you've got to learn
oh,
how
yeah.
to establish what they're saying
Hell yeah.
and
It's
things.
like learning a new
It
language,
can still
Vic.
be confusing for us, even today. It can still be confusing.
You know, it's like
Yeah,
learning a new language. It's like even in English, which is which. You know, like
it is.
it does get mixed up. It does
Yeah,
which is which. I don't know which is which,
yeah,
but it can get overwhelming too. You know, um, but yeah,
yeah,
no, just what'll happen is the more you work with yourself and with your gifts and with the stuff you're doing, the more you do it, the more you'll come to recognize certain patterns. And those patterns start to make the different stories. And then
yeah.
eventually it gets better, but there's always going to be days when you're
It'll
going,
make
what?
sense. It'll make more sense.
Yeah. Like
Even
even me still, like you'll see every once in a while I'll be saying something. I go, what? You know, just because I didn't get that picture. I didn't understand what the hell does a naked man kicking a beach ball have to do with a TV dinner? You know, like I don't get it. You know, so it's just you're gonna get those things, you know. And that, by the way, was just an example. But I've never seen a naked man kicking a beach ball. being honest. Anyway, and I don't really want to. Let's get that straight too. But I'm just saying, anything they can show you anything, and then
No,
it's hard sometimes.
Vic, you do not need to seek medical attention. Okay, this is very
No.
normal to be a bit confused and things that, like Pups has been in this for over 50 years. I've been in this for almost 27, 28 years now, yeah. And I, even though I can communicate really well, still get very confused by spirits sometimes.
Oh yeah,
Believe me.
I I
Okay,
do too.
anybody can become confused by them. You know what I mean?
I do
It's
too. I mean,
natural. Like Pup says, the more that you do it and the more that you read into what you're seeing, the better you get, and you'll learn to understand what they're trying to tell you, and it'll come naturally then, as natural
an
as it can
antique,
be.
an antique hun?
Anyway,
No, an
you know what I mean?
ancient,
So
an ancient hun.
yeah,
I'm not a piece of furniture, hun.
ancient, yeah.
An ancient, yes. An antique, I hope not.
No, no, sis, because that's what I do. Like I get downloads, I get visions, I get words, I get all sorts of things that come in my head, and I just say it. It's not you imagining it. That is what they're telling you. That's why
Yeah,
when
it's
people
not.
say you really need to learn to listen to the voices you hear in your head, because it isn't something weird just talking weird to you. It's actually them communicating. So it's learning to listen to that
Yeah, and if you didn't
and
say,
trust
geez, I
in it.
wonder, and if you didn't say once in a while, I wonder if I'm making this up or if it's, you know, if you didn't ask yourself, then I'd be worried, you know, then
Exactly.
that's when I feel.
That's what I
But,
was like when I first started out. Even though I
mhm,
could see spirits and stuff like that, and when certain things would happen in my videos, I'd question it all the time. And he goes, "Do you know what? That's how I know that you're genuine, pup, and because I can see it, but because you always question everything you ever see
yep,
or what you ever do." And pups does
mhm,
it sometimes still as well. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
that is to me somebody that's genuine when they question what their abilities and what they're able to do, even though they know they
right,
can. It, you
right.
know,
You
it's a
know,
natural way.
someone asked me, well, why do I believe in people that question themselves more, right? It's not a really whether I believe in them more, but my way of thinking is if you're questioning yourself, right, you don't know the
Yeah,
answer. If you know the answer every time, you're either full of shit or you got a better connection than I've ever seen, right? If you don't
exactly.
question yourself
Yeah,
ever, right?
exactly. Yeah,
If you don't question yourself ever,
exactly.
like who are you plugged into? You know what I mean? Like I still question myself, um, and I probably
Just
always will.
don't ever be worried about questioning what you see and feel
Mhm.
sometimes. That's a good thing to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's nothing wrong with questioning yourself, but yeah, a lot of times you're going to you see through their eyes. That's what happens. Is you're seeing through their
Yeah, you
eyes.
do. Yeah,
You hear through their
yeah,
ears.
yeah.
And that's the way it is. Yeah. And all that basically comes down to belief in yourself, right? You have to believe in yourself, and if you don't, think of it this way: if you can't trust yourself, how are the spirits going to trust you, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
If you can't trust
yeah.
yourself, how are they going to trust you to pass on the information, right? So you got to trust yourself, and as they prove themselves to you, you'll start to trust them too. That's
Exactly.
kind of the way I do
It's a working process. It's working together. It's learning about each other. That's what you have to do. That's why we say always good to learn with each other and grow with each other, because it is. And you
it.
learn more about them and they learn more about you, and then you come to realize which ones you can listen to and which ones you have to be a bit cautious about, because you're going to have the ones that in there that try to be the funny buggers sometimes, you know what I mean, but you're going to learn about how they are. That's the most
Hmm.
important thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just takes time,
Yeah. we,
you
ha-
know.
we all had to start from the bottom and work up. Believe me, and Pups was not like this when we first started out. We was all learning and doing the same thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, geez, when I first started, I was basically a walking vegetable. I don't know. I didn't even know there was a difference between reality and the spirit world when I started. You know, to me it was one and the same, so I didn't even know there was a difference. You know, and then
Yeah, no.
when I got older, and I started to realize, hey, that guy's got this really weird shimmer about him or this glow, and that guy doesn't. How come? Right? Oh,
Yeah,
that's an aura because he's alive, and that's space time. That's a timeline on that guy. Oh, which means he's dead and he's not dead. You know, and that's the way.
yeah, and mine was
That's what
slightly
happened to me.
different. Like I'd be like, why can I see these people but everybody else can't? That's how mine
Mm.
started. I was like, why do I see these and that everyone else can't? And then I started to want to research and understand why I was hearing and seeing people that nobody else could. Do you know what I mean? And
See,
that's where I learned.
I never had that problem because when I grew up, I was always playing with these other kids and doing all this shit. Every once in a while, an actual human kid would be playing too, right? But I didn't realize any difference, right? And the family would see me play. Nobody said squat, you know. Everybody say, someone would say, "Who's he playing with?" And someone in the family, "Oh, that's just his friends," sort of a thing like that, right? But they never pointed out to me that those friends, no one else could see them. I didn't know that,
Yeah,
right? Like when they say, when someone would say, "Who's he playing with?"
yeah,
or
no,
"What's
but
he
I did.
doing?"
That's what I'm saying because I come to realise it.
You know,
No,
they'd
my
say,
mum
"Who's
would
he?"
never do that because my mum didn't like me to acknowledge it, even though she knew it was there.
Yeah,
But
well,
I
not
would
my
just
guy.
sit
Like
there
they'd say,
and
someone would say, "Well, who's he
I,
playing
I
with?
would be
What's he
standing in
doing?"
the front room with my mum or my dad, and there's somebody standing there. Yeah, and that's how I
But
knew it was different because
see,
my
yeah,
mum
but
and
that's
dad would
what.
be stood in the front room. I'd be in the front room with them, and then this spirit would be standing there, and
Yeah,
I'd
but
be
they
like, "Well,
just.
how comes they're not
But
talking
where
to
I'm
him or
concerned,
seeing him or doing
yeah,
whatever?"
but
And like,
what I'm saying, where I was concerned, they just assumed
yeah,
that I knew, right? They assumed that I had, like the people that asked the question
yeah, because of them being the same
would
way.
think that
Yeah,
would assume I was playing with imaginary friends, right? But no one ever
yeah,
said those words, imaginary friends. I've never heard that term until I was like 25. Okay. No one ever said
yeah,
they're ghosts. No one ever said anything like that. All they ever said was, oh, he's just with his friends, period. Right. So when someone said, well, who's he playing with?
yeah,
What I thought they were asking my family was, what are those kids' names? Who's he playing with? Like,
yeah.
what
You
family are
didn't
they from?
realise that.
Right?
Yeah,
I didn't realize
you
that
didn't realise that they
they
couldn't
meant,
see what you were playing with.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like when they said, well, who are those
and
kids? I
that's
thought
what
they
it was
were
similar
asking
for
what
me
their names
because
were, you know?
it was that was similar for me. But I would just question it and be like, "Well, why do I see them and they don't?" But I would never go and say that to my mum or dad or anything like that. My mum had abilities when she was younger, so she knew, which is why she tried everything she could to make sure I didn't go that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for me, it was that, and then going to getting to a certain age where I become at an age where I was intrigued, and I knew that what I was doing was not normal. You know what I mean? So I started researching it, and that's when it said about. I said, "What happens when you're seeing people that others can't?" And it come up saying about ghosts and spirits, and I was like, "What?" You know, and seeing my nan and my best mate, which I knew died, which was another indication to me that I was seeing the other side because when they'd passed over, I was aware of that. And then to see them, I knew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's when that research and everything started because I'd seen my best mate and my auntie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, never dawned on me.
I know that they're not here anymore. So why are they here in front of me? Um, Sometimes they turn up being translucent. Sometimes they've got no appearances to them at all. They're just some sort of like light or fog. Sometimes they can be as clear as me looking at pups now. It really depends on the energy of the spirit at that time and if they're wanting to show to you fully in that.
Hmm. Yeah, same here.
Sometimes it's
Usually,
just parts of them I see. Sometimes I might just see like their hand or their leg. It depends.
if they want me to see them, I see them just like I see anyone else. If they're trying to be seen,
Yeah,
but they don't have the real want, right? Then they'll be translucent. And otherwise, they can be little sparkles of
yeah,
light, or like corner of the eye shit, or
yeah.
whatever. But basically, if they want to be seen, you're going to see them,
Many
whether you have
things.
gifts or not. If they really want to be seen, you can see them. But sometimes I see them when I'm not
Yeah,
supposed to. But like I'll look and I'll see, and then I turn my head right away because I don't want them to know that I just seen them. but but if they want to be seen, I see it. But if they're not thinking about it to be seen or not seen, and they're just going about their
yeah,
business, sometimes I'll see them. Plain as day, I'll see them sometimes, right? So it just depends
yeah.
on what
Same.
they're thinking
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Like if they don't want to be seen, you're not going to see them.
yeah.
Period.
And Sister Drew, yeah, exactly. It's only when they want to, they make the choice if they want to and that. And Sister Drew, like, yeah, like you're saying, you only learn now that you're intuitive and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
everybody's path and things starts at different times. There's reasons to why it starts when it does. So maybe back then it weren't your time to see who you was then
Yeah.
because you was in maybe
Well,
like some bad
she
places.
used
But
to.
now that you're not,
Yeah,
you're
when she was
open.
little,
You know what I mean?
she'd get in trouble for that, eh? Because she'd look at somebody, and like she was saying, she'd look at somebody and she'd get in trouble because she was trying to figure them out because she knew something wasn't. And her mom would give her shit. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, yeah. So she learned to like bottle it up and to try not to acknowledge it. And now
Mhm.
you're realizing that you can't bottle it up and not acknowledge it anymore. It's there. It's
Mhm.
your time. Let go with the flow, sis. Go with the flow.
Okay, pup, I gotta get off here. I'm really tired.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I'm gonna get off as well.
but
We've been
I'll
on nearly 2 hours, so
yeah. So I'll see everybody in the next day or two. Um, yeah. No, I gotta go lie down for a bit. So blessings, everybody. Lots of love and light, and we'll see you real soon. Bye. I'll let you finish off, and I'm gonna pop off of here.
you for joining me and for being with me and pups tonight. I love you all. Lots of love, light, and blessings, guys. Have a peaceful night. Thank you to my pups for coming and joining me. I couldn't say anything because my internet cut out again. So lots of love and light. I'm going to play the outro and I will see you all very soon. There is going to be some videos coming up, pre-recorded videos. I'm going to be doing some more of spirit box with the spirits. I'm going to be doing my cleansing video and stuff like that. So keep an eye out for me. And I will be doing my meditation because I was meant to do that yesterday, but I haven't yet. So just keep an eye out for me this week. I will be back. Lots of love and talk to you all very, very soon. And love and light. And remember that when you go to sleep, those spirits creep and they're always around you and stay spooky. And a merry parting.